So we're on the third tape of our India trip, and in the last week, Nepal had a horrific earthquake, and Dave and I have been following this and just amazed at some of the places that we had seen are demolished.
It's we were in the eye of the storm.
Over 6,000
A
are
month
dead
ago.
now, and they're expecting
All the
10,000.
places you see is where we were.
And so, if we had taped this later, it was just a week ago.
Yep.
Anyway, so I found this picture, and to me, I wanted to bring this in because it talks about the caste system, which, Key, our tour guide, had talked about. So, in Indians, they stay within their caste. You're born into your caste. So it stops. The top one are the Brahmins, the priests, followed by the warriors, the Vaishyas, the Shudras, and then of course the Untouchables. And that's what Gandhi became essentially. He had been in the I think the Vaishya class.
He was an attorney.
Yeah. So
wherever that was.
Yeah, I don't know if that means warrior. I don't know. And he took on kind of the appearance and the life of the untouchable because he wanted to bring awareness to that group. Did you want to say anything?
No, I just don't remember what the twice born groups means.
I don't know. Don't know. So this is Orcha, and this is actually located on a bend along the Batwa River. It's from the 16th and 17th century. And we had a very entertaining day here.
Yes, we did.
And we'll tell you about that in a few minutes because of our boy.
Yeah, so this was a palace where it was used once a year or twice a year or something, not a lot. So after we got the tour below on ground level, the guide said, "Oh shoot, you can go up if you want to. We'll be here for X amount of minutes, and you can go up to if you want to go up these stairs and go up to the top level. Great views, blah blah blah." So I went up there. Gwen stayed at ground level, and Casey and Hannah went up. Is this where we tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, so there's monkeys everywhere. So our boy Casey, there were monkeys kind of where Hannah is, kind of further down, but he went up to a monkey and started to tease, for lack of better words. I happened to be up there when he was doing this, and the monkey said, "You're mine," and started to chase him. I don't have any pictures of the monkey chasing Casey, but we believe either Casey, there's a very good possibility that Casey might have been scratched or bitten by this monkey just ever so slightly. Yeah. He never admitted it.
And we're
really unsure if he did or didn't.
We talked to Key, and he said, if he was bit, we need to get him a rabies shot. We need to go into Jaipur or Agra. And and we just begged Casey to tell us the truth.
Did you or didn't you? I gotta know.
So he said
no, but he said later maybe.
And I said, okay, that's it's your choice. You're a grown man.
To be honest with me.
And then I can remember I was going, oh my God, Casey, don't fall. And I'm sitting down below with some of the
4 stories up or 5 stories.
And they said, is this how Casey was when he was a little boy?
Oh, and much worse. And here's our friend. Yeah. I just happened to catch it, thinking nothing of it. But then Casey got a whole lot close and started to
So these were
antagonize
a
him.
different type of monkey than what we saw.
Shoot, I don't know, but
And
that monkey,
immaculate
wanted
legs.
Casey's ass, is what I really.
Oh my God. Just to give you an idea, if you look real close, that's actually teeth. Those two monkeys, the two brothers, are fighting.
Real calm.
After we toured that palace area, we then toured this little town on the way to the bus.
Oh, and there's a cow.
And so we walked by where a wedding of the Untouchables, and he had said this is a group observing the bridal couple, which you'll see in a minute, but they had been married like 3 or 4 days before,
But
and her face was still covered, and they were doing some sort of thing for like a church or temple. And there's the groom there, and the one in the red is the bride. After our tour of Orcha, we drove to the Jhansi railway station to board the 6 p.m. Shatabdi
Scheduled.
Express for
Scheduled.
Agra. Yes, 6 p.m. Yeah, it didn't leave till like 11. No, I think it left around 9, and we got into Agra 2 hours later. The train station and the train were exactly what we thought it would be, just what you see in the movies. Dave will tell you more about the train in a minute, but the train, so we got there around 11.
different classes of cars. We happen to be in. Shoot, I don't
We
remember.
were like in the first class.
The first class.
Which meant we had closed windows, which
in air conditioning.
theirs was probably a little more fresher.
They served food. They served water. Our guide told us don't eat the food. I really wanted to, but I didn't.
And there were currently open toilets that lead out to the track.
Right onto the track, and all the things you would think. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome.
But it's unfortunately we went at night because we couldn't see anything.
No.
I bet it was beautiful during the day. So we had got to our hotel. We stayed at the Trident Agra, and then the next day we headed to the Taj Mahal. And that's what this next series of pictures are.
So it's our understanding that when we got there, there was not a lot of people. But there are times where it is so common that you see all the...
so common? You mean so crowded?
Well, it's common that it's crowded.
Yeah.
But you see all those railings, they're much like Disneyland.
Yeah.
That is absolutely full of people snaking in to see the Taj Mahal. It's, I guess at times it can be just
we were very lucky.
overwhelming.
It was wonderful. That's actually the west entrance, but I didn't remember that we could actually see it. I thought we didn't see it till we walked through the...
Oh no, that's silly.
This was my first view of the Taj Mahal, and you see this in so many pictures. It's where you walk through the west entrance and this tunnel sort of thing, and there it is. It's kind of a not a cloudy day, but
Overcast, smoggy
wow.
or
And
smoky.
it's just everything you thought it would be. This is what Dave was just talking about. You can see, Key had said there's times where there's just the mass is unbelievable. But look at how empty it was.
Very.
Weather was good.
Yep.
And he had said that sometimes it closes because it gets so misty
Foggy.
or foggy. Dude, we made it.
Well, there's two dude and a dudette, I guess.
And that's the Arabic or the Muslim. And okay, let's talk about the Taj. So the Taj took 22 years and 20,000 men to build. The white marble was quarried 200 miles away and was transported by a fleet of 1,000 elephants. It was built in the mid-17th century by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan as an expression of his love for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, the Taj Mahal, and she actually died giving birth to their 14th child. This is a mausoleum. Her body was on the main floor and they moved it down not too long ago, not too many years ago, down to the lower floor. But it is one of the wonders, man-made wonders of the world. We learned about the flowers, the inlaid marble, and what was the name of that bird? Parrotlet or
I don't
not
remember,
mine.
but all of this that you see, if you go up close to it, the detail, the artistry, the craftsmanship, the design,
Yeah. Okay.
okay,
You want to get lucky at the Taj?
I was hoping, but no.
Hannah had said that some of her girlfriends was wondering if Casey was going to propose. Kind of looked like it there, but no.
No. Yeah.
But they had a wonderful time. And there's
group.
our amazing
There's our
group.
group.
So we can kind of figure out, you want to say who they were? So there's Key on the
Shoot.
left.
Help me out.
There's Terry
You going from the top or the bottom?
the top left back row. There's Terry and his wife Lizzie from San Francisco. There's Dan, who is the son of the guy from the third from the right, whose name is Ray.
The bottom.
Yes. Casey and Hannah. Then the three ladies, Connie, Michelle. It took so long to learn all their
It
names.
took me the whole
And
2 weeks.
I know them now. Connie, Michelle, and Sandy. And then the Polish couple, Eugene and Sabrina, and she's actually a concert violinist. And then there was Erica and Ray.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were so nice. I would love to hear
Yeah.
from them again. At the bottom is Ernie
and Booker.
and Booker,
And
me
then
and Dave, and then
we forgot Richard.
no, I had talked about him because
Okay,
that's his
yes,
son in the back. And then there is the couple that we saw in San Ynez, which was so freaky.
And their daughter.
And their daughter. And that is Judy and Winston and their daughter, Devin. An incredible group.
It was perfect.
Really like these
Perfect.
people. It was,
Yep.
They made the trip. So before we actually got to go inside the Taj Mahal, we had to put booties on.
Or Boutte.
It
Boutte.
reminded me of my days of going in the OR. I love this picture and the next one because I touched the Taj Mahal. We have been to the Great Wall. We have been to Giza, the pyramids, the Taj. What other? I mean, I'm touching the Taj Mahal. How
Yep.
cool is that?
Yep.
This is the river in the back of the Taj Mahal, and that building on the left side was to be the Black Palace.
The Black Taj.
Yeah, for in
The husband.
the emperor wanted, or the, what do they call the guy, husband?
The husband.
He wanted that to be built for him, but then he died, and they never built it. So this is interesting. Free service for foreigners.
That's the bathroom. That's
Oh
what
my
that
God.
is.
I mean, that's crazy.
That's the bathroom.
And here, I made Dave do this for me. No, don't laugh.
No, you made me.
Well, people were standing in line, and you got in real quick so other people could take pictures. But that is where Princess Diana sat. This iconic picture that I love when she was getting divorced. And she's just sitting there, and it was, to me, that was, and it became a worldwide sensation because that is probably, the Taj Mahal is considered one of the most romantic places in the world. And she was sitting there all alone. That's the VIP bench where she sat. And I got to sit there too. And here I'm telling the people, namaste, thank you. I wanted to do that. That was a moment for me. So after we left the Taj, we went to the Agra Fort. Tuk-tuk. Oh yeah, the little puppies. I wonder what happened to them. They were so cute. So this, we all had a little doggy moment there.
Yep.
So we're at the Agra Fort, and
And-
we got to see the Taj in the background. That was that the day I wasn't feeling well?
No.
No, okay. My fan has traveled everywhere.
And recently she thought she lost it,
I know,
but she
I'm so
didn't.
glad I found it. Then we went to the marble
Oh, that was
store,
cool.
and it was really cool. They showed us how they hand
really
do the carving.
Yeah.
And I bought a little black and white little marble piece, which hangs in my office. Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yes.
It was very hot there, though, I remember.
It was.
They gave us... Oh, they gave us rum.
They gave us liquor of some kind.
Was it a rum?
It was liquor of some
Yeah.
kind.
So that evening, we get the opportunity to visit a family's home in Agra. And keep in mind, this is where Key lives. He lives in Agra. And we were going there for samosas
And high
and
tea.
high tea. You want go ahead, Shrit.
We were guests of a Hindu family for high tea and samosas. And then you can take it from here.
So here, and I'll explain in a minute, but here
We're
the
walking.
kids are
We had to
playing
park the
cricket.
bus and walk,
Yeah.
I don't know, a half a dozen blocks.
And this was a fancy area. And the kids were playing cricket. Well, I thought I had more pictures, but I don't. But so we go to this family's home, and I kind of acted up.
Oh, you did. You did. You were a brat. I guess I could.
Yeah, this man was going on and on about life in India and how he was a contractor or
Yes.
something like that. And his wife's doing all the work, and she sits next to him, and this home is spotless. It's really, really nice. And so I spoke up, and he said, "What questions do you want to ask?" And I said, "Well, I want to hear from your wife." And because he had talked about earlier that American, or what did he say? Dating leads to mating, and that the arranged marriages are much more successful than the love marriages.
Yeah.
So I said, I want to hear from your wife, and he put his hand on her leg and said, "I will speak for her." And I was biting my tongue, and it's been very interesting for me since then. There was almost a moment where I realized I need to keep my frickin' mouth shut. I was a guest in this man's home. As much as I did not approve,
It wouldn't matter what you said.
yeah, Indian women they don't have the democracy of Indian men. Even though they call it a democratic nation, they do not have the equality of men.
It doesn't appear that they do.
No. So what is this? The next day we went.
You were uncomfortable with the way the husband treated the wife. However, we learned a lot about Indian life and arranged marriages.
Yeah.
We also saw tent life.
Oh,
and more
yeah.
cows.
Yeah. Oh, this was cool. We started to see these. This is a white horse
or a wedding
where the groom.
carriage.
Oh my God.
So as we're driving to
Yeah, I don't know.
people live in tents. They live in tents. They live
Literally.
in canvas and
And this
plastic
is a small
things.
one. We saw a number of places within multiple tents. It was a community.
Of tents. Of
Oh, wow. So here we're at Fatehpur Sikri, the deserted. Oh, this was an interesting one. This is a deserted red sandstone city, a complete city the size of London, built by the Mughal Emperor Abkar as his capital and palace in the late 16th century. It was abandoned soon after it was built when the local wells went dry. It was a city the size of London. So that's going to be California as the water goes dry.
they ain't no more.
It was really pretty.
No.
I was
No.
starting to feel sick here.
No.
No?
No.
I
Different
thought
place.
I was. Oh, okay. Aw. There's Key, Casey, and Hannah.
Which I don't understand why he was wearing a vest, because it was.
I don't know, but what a good man. So here we are entering Rajasthan, which is Jaipur, which is a state similar to California.
Yeah, that's what you think.
I
That's
could
what you
not
heard,
look. I could not look out
And
the
that-
window of the bus.
and that's what you see.
I mean, they would beep, and all the vehicles had different horns, which was bizarre. And they would go, and so I finally said to Dave, I cannot look out the window. And then we heard that somebody at Roblar, her husband died on the roads because it's so crazy.
Yeah.
And so we stopped at a family's farm. That's, what is that? Cow patties.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're at this family farm, and there's water buffalo, and this one was had a chain tie to it.
Mhm. So that's
Well, it looks like feed, but you could go into the
Right.
different. There was a bedroom. There was
you could go into the
this is
different
a
rooms.
this is a family. I mean, this is
Couple of
almost.
families.
I mean, look how neat it is. I mean, it was almost wow. I mean, look at how neat it is.
Yes.
So they had a hookah, and of course,
You know, when
Casey offered
the head
to-
guy gets
to
to
demonstrate
suck on
the
the hookah.
hookah.
So guess who lines up?
So this is the family and their children. Aren't they pretty?
Yes. Casey, leave the water buffalo alone. Don't
Thank-
tease him.
Thank
or
God
her.
it was chained. He's so cute. Then we got to take pictures of the family. Now the lady with the red scarf or
Well, you can't see
thing
her
over her
face.
head, that she's sitting next to her mother-in-law, and she's not allowed to sit too close, and she has to have her face covered because she's newly married, or wasn't that?
I don't remember.
So this is a whole family right
It's
here.
significant that her face is covered.
I thought it was so cool. The mother-in-law is powerful,
The head cheese.
and plus once they get married, the son and daughter become essentially property of the parents, and the daughter gives up her parents.
Kind of.
So it's about what a beautiful family.
Yeah.
So there's
and Hannah.
Casey and Hannah, and there's the girl with the scarf, and there's Grandma. It's pretty cool. So Hannah gave a tip to the family. Our next place was to go to Jaipur, which is the capital of Rajasthan. Well, obviously that's where we saw the family, and then we got to go get henna on our hands. Henna with henna.
henna on Glenn.
So they put the henna on. It was very cool feeling, and you had to leave it on for 3 hours, and then you could brush it off. And it lasted. It lasted about 12 days. I think it cost like $5. It was
No, it's more than that. No, it's more than that.
it
But
wasn't that much.
couldn't tell you. Okay.
Henna with henna.
Uh-huh.
We were the only ones in a group.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
We love this. To me, to me. We would go in the room at night and would say, "Okay, what was the memorable experience of your trip? This was mine. This was mine." So yeah, go ahead.
So we're, so Casey's talking to somebody,
I love
a
this
shopkeeper
picture.
about something, and
Yeah,
I'm
he's
leaning
bidding
over,
on Wait, we're in Jaipur, and
No, this is Delhi. No, this
this is Jaipur, and so there's
Stalls
shops
on both sides of the
on the
sidewalk.
right side, and on the left side were like stalls.
Yeah,
They're selling trinkets and shit.
obviously. So was it? Did I get bumped or was it both?
No. You were standing in back of me, and I said,
I don't remember.
I said, "Oh my God!" It was a
Here
clip.
comes the cow.
We heard a clip, clop, clip, clop. And I said, and thank God you got that picture, because I said, "Casey, oh my God, there's a cow! Shut up!" Now keep in mind, the street is on the left side.
Right, and this is the
And this
narrow thing.
Cow is walking down the sidewalk.
Where are you going?
To me, this is the iconic picture of our trip.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
I did.
We would sit in the room
I
at night saying,
captured it.
yeah, that was so cool.
Evening wedding.
On the way back to the hotel, we started.
The lanterns are significant.
Well, we learned that the weddings, because the heat season hadn't arrived, so we saw so many weddings.
Because
When
right
we were
now,
in Delhi,
as we're taping this,
yeah, it's like
this
109.
thing, yeah.
So the weddings, and we would see these lights and these parades, and we also saw fireworks.
Oh, the last night.
So this is the last day, and we visited the ancient capital of Amber to see the Amber Fort. We got to ride elephants, and Key got us in early, so we were first in line.
Evidently, they line up for
Yeah,
a ways.
and they were so beautiful. They were all decked out.
They look kind of happy.
This is the Amber Fort, which was built in the 17th century, and it overlooks the Moat Lake. That's the Moat Lake. This is the day that I was nauseated.
Yes, this is where you were really sick.
Yeah,
I love this
that's
picture.
a cool picture with
Love it.
the pink nails. They're so cute. So we went in. So after we did we got off the elephants, and there's this little courtyard area, and at the top there they had
a drum and a trumpet.
And Hannah did a video. It's like,
It's so
monochromatic.
So you can see the routing of the elephants way down yonder. There where the green is. That's where you start, and you kind of zigzag up, and
you only ride the elephants up. They used to ride them back down. We ended up taking a Jeep down, and they only allowed 2 people compared to
whatever.
It used to be 4, because they're trying to help the elephants.
Right.
But the view was just, and that's another iconic picture.
Spectacular.
Of Jaipur. So this is the day, I don't know what happened, but I got so nauseated. I was barfing in the bathroom and a garbage can here. Casey and Hannah were wonderful, and Key brought me a regular soda, and it helped. It did help. Oh, so then we stopped at a jewelry store. Here's Casey negotiating for a silver necklace. And I tried on a bracelet that was really pretty. I swear to God, it was sapphire and diamond.
He did. He said
$600, and then he said, "Come in the back, and we'll write it up." We get in the back, and he says $6,000. I said, "I'm out of here." But we did help Casey pay for his beautiful silver necklace. Then we saw in Jaipur camels. Our first time seeing camels. And here we stopped at Jantar Mantar, which is an astronomical observatory, which is a collection of architectural astronomical instruments built between 727 and 1733. Up above me, it says Virgo. Yeah, and we stopped there, and there was a wedding going on, or they were preparing for a wedding, and I sat inside there, and I was so nauseated.
Sick. Yeah.
I remember throwing up in the bathroom there, and thinking, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm throwing up in the bathroom in India." And we didn't tour it, but there was an incredible wedding feast being put together. Yeah, this is next to our hotel, and you could go on a camel ride for like $5 or something. Then we toured Jaipur, this is actually another iconic picture that you see in a number of India. In fact, we saw it in the second Exotic Marigold Hotel.
It's a facade.
Movie.
That's all
Yeah,
it is.
it's a facade. It's pretty. I love these
Gates
archways
or,
that the buses go through. I thought Jaipur was beautiful. Very different. So different than Delhi. Okay, thank you, Dave.
I
We
had to-
saw so many men pissing on the walls. And I finally asked Key, what do the women do? So they squat.
they go a little further out.
I mean, oh my God.
So outside Jaipur, it's tent city. Lots of tent cities. Lots of whatever you call them. So we're driving to the airport,
Yeah.
right? And
They're
pardon
heading
me,
home.
who has the right of way? I don't know.
They're heading home.
Okay, the two-story bus thing.
We've never seen that.
The
Never
top
have seen that.
story though there is. Are you sitting or laying down? I don't know. Is it hot? Probably. Is there air conditioning? Nah.
Can you imagine the gas? Wow. Do you want to talk about our
Our
trip
last
home?
day, it was a
48 hours.
long day. Oh my
A
god.
trip from Jaipur,
To-
a road trip or bus trip
Bus.
from Jaipur to Delhi.
And then
Oh, remember saying goodbye?
I was
in
sad.
Delhi, and Hannah took over the lead. We
Yeah,
we go and say goodbye to Key,
everybody.
and then we go to Delhi. We flew, and the plane was late getting out, and I'm the only one awake.
Everybody else is snoring.
Yeah.
Glenn's walking the aisle.
And I felt so sad, Dave. I remember thinking, you guys were asleep, and I remember thinking of that little baby we saw who had no arms and legs, and the dog, and,
Mhm.
and saying goodbye. I was like, oh, dear God, what an experience. So we had like a 17-hour flight home to JFK.
And then we hung out.
We hung out there, and we had a 4-hour
Did we have
or
lunch?
5-hour
Did
flight.
we have breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I don't remember. Then we flew from JFK, which was so cold.
Some ice and sub-zero
And we flew from JFK in a very modern plane, but very tight little seats, to LA.
Mhm.
Picked up the Road Runner shuttle, got to Santa Barbara. 48 hours.
safe and sound. I'll do it tomorrow, honey.
I love you.
Love you, sweetheart.